Namo Buddhaya. Imagine this. You're stuck in traffic. Your phone rings with urgent messages from work, and you're already running late for an important meeting. Your heart races, your breath quickens, and stress takes over. We've all been there, right? What if I told you that there's a way to remain calm and peaceful even in these high-pressure situations? Today, we'll explore powerful Buddhist teachings that can help you stay calm under pressure, no matter the situation. Welcome to another episode of Inner Guide Q&A. Let's dive into this practice that has been cultivated over centuries and still proves effective in today's chaotic world. One of the central teachings in Buddhism is the concept of impermanence. Everything around us, every experience, whether positive or negative, eventually passes. It's a simple yet profound truth that many of us struggle to accept. Why do we cling so tightly to our problems when, in reality, they are fleeting? Let's take a closer look at this through an example. Imagine you're having a rough day. Your boss criticized your work, and now you can't stop replaying that moment in your head. But here's the key to peace. Those harsh words you heard, they're already gone. The moment they were spoken, they became impermanent. What truly prolongs our suffering is our mind's tendency to cling to these experiences, replaying them over and over. If we could deeply understand that even the most stressful moments in life are temporary, we'd begin to free ourselves from the emotional weight we carry. The ability to let go of these negative experiences starts with accepting their impermanence. The same applies to good moments. Cherish them, but know they too will pass. This understanding is the first step to mastering calmness. Now that we've touched on impermanence, let's discuss how we can remain calm when those stressful moments strike. One of the most effective tools Buddhism offers is mindfulness, particularly through meditation. But here's where it gets practical. You don't need to meditate for hours to feel the benefits. Simple mindfulness exercises can be incorporated into everyday life, even in the midst of a stressful situation. Think about your breath for a moment. When you're stressed, your breathing becomes shallow and quick. On the contrary, when you're relaxed, say right before you fall asleep, your breath is deep and slow. The beauty of mindfulness lies in this simplicity. When you feel overwhelmed, stop and focus on your breath. Take a deep breath in and slowly exhale. Repeat this several times and you'll notice a sense of calmness begin to settle over you. Let's go back to the earlier example of being stuck in traffic. Instead of letting stress build up, try this. Take a deep breath in through your nose, hold it for a moment, and exhale slowly. Now, do this 5 times. What happens? By focusing on your breath, you pull your mind away from the problem and bring it into the present moment. Suddenly, the chaos around you doesn't feel as overwhelming. This practice, called anapanasati or breathing meditation, is simple yet transformative. By focusing solely on your breath, you reduce the overwhelming number of thoughts running through your mind to just 2. Inhale and exhale. It's not about eliminating stress entirely. It's about learning to coexist with it peacefully. Now, you might be thinking, this sounds great, but it's hard to practice mindfulness when I'm already stressed. And you're right. The truth is, mindfulness and meditation are like any other skill. They require practice. Imagine an athlete who trains every day so they can perform under pressure during the big game. The same principle applies to your mind. By practicing mindfulness and meditation daily, you build the mental strength needed to remain calm when stress arises. Try spending just 5 minutes each day focusing on your breath. Over time, this habit will strengthen your ability to face life's challenges with composure. There's a saying that goes, "If you sweat during times of peace, you will bleed less during times of war." In other words, if you practice these techniques when you're not stressed, they'll be much easier to apply when you are. So, even on your good days, take a few moments to meditate. This way, when life throws you a curveball, you'll be ready to hit it out of the park. Another essential element of remaining calm under pressure is cultivating compassion, both for others and for yourself. When we hold on to anger, resentment, or frustration, it creates inner turmoil. But when we practice forgiveness and compassion, we let go of those negative emotions and open the door to peace. Let's look at an example. Imagine someone at work wrongs you. Maybe they take credit for your idea or speak harshly to you in front of others. Naturally, you feel hurt or angry. But holding on to that anger only prolongs your suffering. By practicing forgiveness, you're not excusing the other person's behavior. You're simply choosing to release the emotional weight from your own heart. Compassion goes hand in hand with forgiveness. When you approach others with compassion, even in difficult situations, you create space for peace to flourish. Instead of reacting to stress with anger or frustration, you respond with kindness and understanding. This doesn't mean allowing people to walk all over you. Instead, it means choosing peace over conflict. Now, let's explore a real-life example. Picture this. Emily, a project manager at a tech firm, constantly found herself stressed out due to tight deadlines and high expectations. Every time her boss criticized her work, she would take it to heart and replay the moment in her mind. Her stress levels skyrocketed, and she often felt burnt out. One day, Emily decided to try a different approach. She began incorporating breathing exercises and daily meditation into her routine. By practicing mindfulness and recognizing the impermanence of her boss's critiques, she stopped taking them personally. Instead of letting stress take over, she started to breathe through the tension. As time passed, Emily felt more in control of her emotions and found a calmness that helped her perform better under pressure. In the end, remaining calm under pressure is about shifting your perspective. Recognize that stressful moments are temporary and that your response to them is within your control. By practicing mindfulness, focusing on your breath, and cultivating compassion, you equip yourself with the tools to navigate life's challenges with grace. So, the next time you find yourself overwhelmed by stress, remember these teachings. Pause, breathe, and remind yourself that this too shall pass. Life will always bring its share of challenges, but with the right mindset and tools, you can face them with a sense of calm and peace. Practice mindfulness, cultivate compassion, and always remember the impermanence of every experience. You are stronger than you think, and peace is always within reach.